going on, YouTube? Hope all is well. This is Kai Louie here. This is video vlog number 17, and I'm not sure how many videos that will apply to this because it's a lot. It's on spiritual hauntings um, and things that I've experienced ghost wise. Um, and there's a lot of things that I've experienced. So I don't think I'll be able to fit all the stories on one video. So that's why I'm saying be prepared for more parts to this one vlog. I'm just forewarning you guys. But I'm gonna get right into it. When I'm talking about ghosts, I'm not talking about Casper. All right. Um, I'm talking about um, spirits and demons, because you just never know who you're dealing um, with an unseen force like that. You know what I mean? Um, but if you guys tuned into my Halloween vlog, I mentioned a little bit about some spiritual things happening at a historic site back in Minnesota. That's not all that I've experienced. I'm gonna explain some things, go into detail, more into detail on what I experienced there, as well as some things that I experienced at my old house back in Minnesota, and some other things that I've experienced too, possibly, if I have time for that. But I'm gonna get in right into it. Um, I first started doing the I first started getting in the idea of checking spiritual stuff out by watching Ghost Adventures. I was intrigued by it. Um, and so what I did was, after an episode one night, I decided to try that flashlight thing where I don't know if you guys heard of that, but it's where you put a flashlight at the end of the tunnel, tunnel at the end of the hallway, and you go to the other end of the hallway, which I did. I was sitting at my couch while the flashlight was on, and it was on the other side of the hallway. So I was asking questions, right, to see if it was intelligent enough to answer. Basically, you could tell by if it's answering by the flicker of the light. Sometimes physically turning it off and on. Um, but okay, so what I did was I had the flashlight on. I was at the end of the hall, and I was just simply kind of getting into it. I wanted to assure any spirits that were there that I wasn't trying to hurt them or bug them or whatever. I just wanted to see because, sadly enough, my grandpa, who I've mentioned before, um, had passed away um, shortly after moving into that house. A couple months after that. And so I thought maybe I would get stuff from him, like he'd reach out in a way, but that wasn't the case. I had some other spirits come in. And now I don't know any names. I didn't get any of these names. All right. It's just experiences that I've had to kind of help me guess. All right. Um, so what I did was I first said, "My name is Kyle. I mean you guys no harm. I'm just doing this merely to see if something's going to happen." And so, sorry, those are my dogs. Um, I was asking the question of if you're a guy, can you flicker the light on once, or can you kind of dim the light once, make the flashlight flicker once, or if you're a girl, can you make it flicker twice, like fading in and out, kind of flickering. And it flickered out once. So it was a guy. For my first question, thing bringing that in, or first time ever investigating something like that, and that happened. So I was intrigued. So I asked more. I'm like, if you're alone, can you flicker once? Or if you're with some other spirits, can you flicker twice? Um, it flickered twice, so there was more than one spirit inside my house. Um, so what I did was, all right. So who else is with you? Is it your wife? If your wife is here, uh, whatever, um, can you flicker once? If you have a wife and a daughter, can you flicker twice? And it flickered once. So um, him and his wife was there. The only person that was answering was him, a guy. And so I was like, okay, so it turned on and off, right? I was asking some more questions and stuff, and it kind of got really late, so I didn't ask any more questions. So I went to the flashlight to grab it, and right around where the flashlight was, it was freezing cold. Like there was a cloud or a mist or something right there that was just freezing. You didn't see it, you felt it as soon as you walked near the flashlight. It's like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Um, so I went to the bed, or I went to sleep. I actually went to go sleep in my grandpa's room to see if I could get him in there, or try to see if he's can react. Um, that didn't happen. So what actually happened was I sat down in the bed and um, I asked them if they knew that they weren't alive, which is probably not the smartest thing to ask. Um, and so what happened was actually I got the door that was closed in the room got tapped from the inside. So it apparently had no idea that it was dead, or the ghost was dead. So that was scary, right? So I was like, I just want you to know that you are you're here, but you're not here physically like me. And I can't see you. By the way, uh, but I can feel you here. And so what I did was I asked who tapped on the door. Was it the was it the man? If you're the man, can you poke me? If you're the girl, if your wife tapped the door, can she uh, kind of touch my arm or hand or whatever? And actually, I had the rush of like a cold air go down my arm. So it was a girl. It was the wife. Um, no. It which I was like, okay, all right. So I have more than one spirit in here. This is the first time I've ever done anything like that. So I was like, I'm gonna slow down and stop. I I mentioned to the ghost that it's okay. I mean you no harm. But I want you to know that this isn't your house. That this is our house. This is my house. And where you're at right now is not yours. And that's also another thing that you don't want to say. Um, so what I did was I went to bed and and um, slept for a good few hours, right? All of a sudden, I woke straight out of bed because a voice spoke in my ear, um, saying "Get out." It was a male's voice. Get out, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that that wasn't a spirit. That or I didn't know. Okay, I was sleeping, so I could have been imagining it. You know what I mean? But no, I physically heard the words "Get out." Um, and I'm like, what? It wouldn't be my grandpa. My grandpa wouldn't say that to me. Um, or maybe he would. I don't know. If he was still alive, he probably would be like, "Get out of here," you know. I don't know. I really don't know, but it didn't sound like him. It was a darker voice. Bit of a, I don't know. It didn't sound like him, right? And so I was like, I just kind of bypassed the thing. I was like, nah, that didn't happen. Whatever. So I went back to bed, and like 2 3 minutes later, I got physically. I was grabbed by something. Like I was sat up in my bed like this. So like I was sleeping, right? And all of a sudden I got sat up in my bed exactly like this. I freaked out. I'm like, okay, 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 okay. You say get out. I'm sorry. I thought, I was freaking out. I didn't think that was real. Yeah, okay, 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 okay. I'll get out. It's your room. Whatever. So I get out of the room and I go and sleep on the couch. And I didn't really experience anything after that when I switched rooms. So it was just merely in the room, in that little hallway area. But I went to sleep on the couch. My bedroom flooded back in Minnesota quite a bit, and so there was a lot of times that I slept out in the couch in the living room. So that's why. um, and I only slept in my grandpa's room to see if I can gather some stuff, and I obviously did. Um, but okay, so I'll have to kind of do this story a little bit more uh, in my next video because I'm running out of time. But I'll start with it. What's up? Sorry about that. Didn't mean to pause. Had kind of an interruption there. Anyways, uh, um, what happened the morning after? Um, it really bugged me. I mentioned it to my mom, um, but it didn't really phase her too much. I mean, she was like kind of intrigued by it, but not like, whatever, let me try it, blah blah blah. She's not gonna do that. No, my dad, he was a Christian, so he didn't believe. I mean, if you're a Christian, you believe in heaven and hell. If you believe in Jesus, you believe in all that, which I do. But if you believe in Jesus, you also believe in Satan, and he just didn't want to deal with that kind of thing. Um, so talking to my mom about it, I mentioned a little bit of the things that I experienced, being told to get out of the room, being sat up by a unforeseen force. So things were already. I mean, I was already intrigued with the flashlight going in and out, but I was physically sat up in the bed in the middle of the night with the word saying "get out" prior to that. So I mean, it was scary. Um, so, anyways, what happened after that? I mentioned to my friend John and my buddy Corbin uh, to come on over. Actually, no, no. Let me take that back. I mentioned to my buddy John, and my friend Nick. They both came over and kind of hung out for the night. They both slept over, just to or they both hung out just to see if they would experience what I experienced. And so, one of them was in my grandpa's room. I was sleeping on the living room because I was told to get out. All right, I wanted to see if John was going to experience that. Um, and then I was with Nick, seeing if he could experience something in my room. All right, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna have to do more of this story in another video. Time is running out here, so please stay tuned. Part two will be coming right up.